the invisible pattern holding you back. Here's what's really going on. You're not stuck because you're lazy. You're not stuck because you lack discipline. You're stuck because you're protecting your identity more than your future. You think you're trying to build something, but most days you're actually trying to avoid losing something. And that something is the version of you that feels familiar. This isn't about you being productive like the productivity guru teach. This is about identity production. Now let's look at what you actually do. You say you want to start the channel or apply for the role or post the idea or make the call, but then you tweak, you research, you reorganize, you rename the file, you clarify your strategy. Here's what's really happening. You open your laptop, you click into the documents, you scroll and adjust one sentence. You check your phone and tell yourself, I just need to think it through one more time, and then you close the tab. You didn't fail. You protected something. When you actually move, you risk being seen differently. But when you don't move, you stay consistent with who you're being, and consistency keeps you safe. This is what identity protection looks like in a nutshell. When you try, you might become someone new, but when you hesitate, you stay someone predictable, and predictable feels controllable. Let me make things very simple. Your future requires a different version of you, but your current identity wants you to survive, so it slows you down. It's just like keeping a phone at 5% battery and refusing to charge it because you're used to low power mode. Low power mode feels normal, and a full charge feels unfamiliar. You're not protecting your growth, you're protecting how comfortable you feel with who you are being. And here's what that actually looks like emotionally. Let's imagine it's night time and you're in your kitchen with the lights low and your phone in your hand scrolling. You see someone doing the thing you've been thinking about and you pause. You feel that small tightening in your chest and whisper, I could do that. Then you swipe anyway. Now, this is what's really happening. You're not jealous of them. You're confronting the version of you that didn't move. Let me make this even more simpler. Every time you don't act, you protect your current self-image, but you weaken your future identity. It's like having a dirty kitchen. You walk in and see the dishes. You tell yourself you clean it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes and you step around the mess. Eventually, it becomes normal. The mess isn't loud anymore, but it's still there. Avoidance disguised as preparation, waiting till you feel ready, guiding self-image. These are all ways you protect yourself. Here's another example of what it actually looks like. Let's say you record a video and you watch it back. You cringe and say, I'm not ready yet. You delete it and promise to try again when you are better. You didn't protect the quality. All you did was to protect your identity. Because posting will mean this is who I am now. And that feels dangerous. When you move, you feel exposed. But when you stay still, you feel safe. And staying safe keeps you small. Let me say something quite clearly. You don't actually lack discipline. You're just protecting the version of you that hasn't failed publicly yet. Now imagine this. You're standing at a locked door, and behind the door is the life you want. But opening it means other people can see you try. So you jiggle the handle, you adjust your shoes, you say you will open it later. You're not confused about the door. You're scared of being seen walking through it. Let me make this simpler. Trying changes your identity, but waiting protects your current identity. If this feels familiar in a way, it is because it is, and that's the exact pattern I work on with people. There are two ways I can help you with this. If you want depth, there's one-on-one coaching. That's identity recalibration. This is where we expose where you've been protecting your self-image and we interrupt it in real time. But if you need something faster, that's the 72-hour move. It's a short reset, immediate action. Prove to your nervous system that movement doesn't kill you. It's no hype, is just pure exposure. Now let's get back to the video. Another way you protect yourself is by staying busy to avoid exposure. Your calendar is full, you answer emails, you tweak branding, you outline plans, you tell yourself, I'm building. But the one thing that will actually shift your life always stays untouched. And that's because when you're busy, you feel productive. But when you're visible, you feel vulnerable. It's like hitting the snooze button on your alarm. You wake up and the alarm rings. You hit the snooze and tell yourself, just 5 more minutes. You feel relief, but every snooze keeps you in the same place every morning. You're not actually tired. You're just avoiding the cold floor. Let me make this one more time simpler for you. Your identity prefers predictable discomfort over unfamiliar growth. And that's the real trade. When you try, you risk being wrong. You wait, you guarantee staying the same. When you post, you risk judgment. When you stay silent, you protect your reputation. But reputation without growth becomes a cage. It's like looking in the mirror. If you never change your haircuts, your clothes, your posture, then the mirror always reflects back the same person. It's comforting, but you still stay unchanged. Your future needs you to tolerate being a beginner, but your current reality, your current identity wants you to look competent. That tension is the whole game, and you already know which version you've been feeling. See you in the next one.